so I decided to research on who would win in a fight, Spider-Man or Siren Head.
I'm just gonna have the research explain as I surround. Okay, so I'm gonna give you all the little things I found out. So yeah, Spider-Man's super strength is kind of OP, and he wouldn't be holding back against Siren Head, at least in the context of this fight. So yeah, he'd definitely be able to hold back Siren Head like stepping on him or something. But Spider-Man's Spider Sense could possibly be disabled by Spider-Man. It's been disabled before in the comics, and Siren Head is definitely capable of putting down that much force with his little screams. So, yeah, Spider-Man's Spider Sense can be disabled by Siren Head, but Spider-Man's super strength would allow him to hold him back. So, Spider-Man wins strength. Then for abilities, Spider-Man just has a ton more abilities. Sure, Siren Head can disable one, but that's really all Siren Head can do. Spider-Man's super strength is better, and then all of his abilities are better. And then weaknesses, Spidey really doesn't have a weakness that I'm aware of. Like, there's no weakness to Spider-Man, from what I'm aware of. Like, and he didn't do much more than a normal human can. And that's the thing. He is used to fighting people that are much stronger than him. So even if Siren Head is stronger, he would probably be able to deal with it. He's used to that. He's used to superpower beings. But Siren Head is only used to normal humans, you and me. Siren Head is only used to fighting those types of people. But he wouldn't really know what to do when the person he's fighting can fight back. So yeah, Spider-Man just has more experience in this area of fighting superpower. And I would say Siren Head is pretty superpower. And then weaknesses. Siren Head has a very exploitable weakness for Spidey. Especially in the Insomniac portion where he has those electric ribs. You know those little wires sticking out of his neck? Those kind of circulate around his body. Spider-Man lands one electric shot to one of those wires, shocks Siren Head, Siren Head's stunned, then Spidey can get one of his most powerful blows in. Which, by the way, when Dr. Octopus took over Peter's body in the comics, and didn't know how to control his powers, he kind of knocked someone's jaw off with ease. Spider-Man could kill and become the greatest supervillain ever if he really wanted to. If Spider-Man didn't hold back, everyone he ever fought would be dead. He could beat up Captain America with ease. He could beat he'd probably even put up a fight against Hulk. Or maybe even kill Hulk if he never held back. And he won't be holding back against this in the context of the fight. Just to be nice to Siren Head, since Spider-Man kind of has a very exploitable weakness. Sure, Siren Head can disable Spidey's Spider Sense, but that's really the only advantage Siren Head has. Although, and then Spidey can really exploit his wires with his electric web. He swings up on a tree or a building, he jumps up Siren Head's shoulder, stuns him. And also, Spider-Man is like 10,000 times faster. So, apparently, like, no one knows about this power of Spider-Man, but apparently, he can run, like, 149 miles per hour. And then Siren Head's not even 50 miles per hour. So Siren Head couldn't even just, like... So running away is definitely an option for Spider-Man. And then, depending on the environment, he can be tricky with his webs, swinging around, Siren Head not knowing where he is. Then sneak attack the electric web, stun him, and then that might even kill Siren Head right then and there. Spider-Man might not even need to go up and punch him with full force. Even if he does need to go punch him, Siren Head's probably already extremely weakened by that stun. So that would definitely kill him. So, we're going to give Siren Head the advantage in the environment. We're going to set this in a forest. Spider-Man has been hearing stories of people going into this forest and decides to investigate, since they never come back. He ends up discovering Siren Head. Of course, at first, his Spider Sense goes off, and he doesn't get hit by the force attack. But Siren Head would then use his stream and disable Spider-Man's Spider Sense. Spider-Man can no longer Spider Sense. He's gonna keep his eyes on Siren Head at all times now. So, then Spider-Man will just swing around the trees. Then Siren Head might try and swing his arms in there. But Peter Spider Sense is gonna come back. It's enough. Also, Peter's probably coming into the Iron Spider armor. So yeah, he did definitely take a hit from Siren Head with this armor. He probably has Spider armor on right now. Like the Mark 3 Spider armor or something on. Since he knows that something is killing those people. And he needs the best chance to take it out. So yeah, even if he gets hit by one of Siren Head's swipes, he's gonna take it. Because he's Spider-Man. He didn't take a massive beating. Like, he survived being sliced in half. He was able to get from wherever he was fighting Fist in that point in the PS4 game. We know this from one of the interesting things from, which is analyzing the blade. And he manages to make it to his doorstep, and then he's rushed over to the hospital. He was cut in half, and he survived. I would say that's a bit extreme for him to survive. So yeah, he did definitely survive these hits from Siren Head. The Siren Head just take one electric rev to his wires, and then he's down. Spidey would just swing around the trees. And sure, he might get hit one or two times, but he's super agile, so even without his Spider Sense, he's still gonna dodge a lot. He gotta get on Siren Head's shoulder and stun him, and then if that doesn't kill him, just do a full force punch and he's down. Yeah, Siren Head kinda dies. Sure, Siren Head can disable Spidey's Spider Sense and is like 10,000 times bigger. But Spider-Man is just too agile for Siren Head to keep up. Siren Head wouldn't be able to really keep track of Spidey. Spider-Man is too agile. He's the most agile Marvel character probably ever. And then Spidey's only going full force here. So he's trying to be kind of OP when he punches things. Like, Scorpion was armored there too when his jaw was knocked off. Like, Spider-Man is kind of OP with his abilities compared to Siren Head. And then all of his gadgets would really take advantage of that. Mainly the electric rev. He would swing down the trees, dodge Siren Head's attacks. Sure, Spider Sense is down, but he's still really, really freaking agile. So yeah, you'd probably see it coming, and I was giving him the spider armor, so he would definitely take these hits. And then even if Siren Head tries to like step on him or something, Spider-Man would just catch it, and he's gonna be using all his strength throughout this fight. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be able to hold that Siren Head. He's going to beat Siren Head here. There's just no chance for Siren Head. I know I have a bias with Spider-Man, but still, I did this research, and Spider-Man is just complete. Like, even if Spider-Man somehow is struggling to fight, he can still run away, and on barefoot too. He go, like I said, 149 miles per hour. Well, Siren Head's like 41 or something. Spider-Man would win this fight. And just wreck him.